beautiful Ebonies, it's Shanni. I wanted to show you guys really quickly how I achieve my everyday out the door in 10-minute look. This is it. If you're interested in looking at that, stay tuned. The video is going to play after, but I also wanted to let you guys know that I have my product launching really soon, and that gives black and brown women some really great tools on how to be fierce and sexy and beautiful at the same time while staying natural. So stay tuned for that. But if you're looking to get this look and you're looking for information on how I did this, stay tuned. I already did my eyebrows. If you want to check out that video on how I get my natural everyday eyebrows done, check that video out. It'll be in the link. So we're going to start with a little bit of concealer, and that's just because I'm from Trinidad and so Caribbean, and I have this genetic darker under the eye type deal that I'm still living with and trying to deal with. So I like to dab on a little bit of concealer, and I got this concealer at Sephora, and it's called Amazing Cosmetics Amazing Concealer. And if you go to Sephora, they're really good at helping you blend your skin color and find your skin color and whatever color is right for you. And so this is warm, deep. And that's another thing too, is you can utilize Sephora and their technicians at the store that help you accomplish like the look that you're looking for. For darker skinned females, it's really hard for us to find colors that actually match our skin colors, especially darker skinned Caribbean women, because we have such exotic type colors. Not saying that I'm exotic or anything like that. So I'm going to start with and showing you how to do this. I usually just take up in a little bit. I'm telling you guys, I've had this for about I want to say about 6 months now. A little bit goes a really long way. So I have literally just a dab on my finger, and that's probably going to cover like an entire eye. So I'm going to start by just going right up to my eyes, and I'm going to put it on the bottom, and I'm going to take some because it's a little bit too much on the bottom. And what you want to try to do when you're applying your concealer is making sure you go all the way to the corners so that it blends all the way in and it's not like your eyes are just lighter. And then also all the way down to the tip of your cheekbone. And so I'm just going to go around and blend that in with my finger. You can use a Q-tip, but I find it a little bit more effective when I use my finger. It warms it in and blends it in a lot better. And so I'm going to bring that all the way down to the top of my cheekbone. And I'm going to go back up to the top and just blend that in. I'm going to take it all the way to my nose, to the end of my nose, and then bring it up to my eye, and out and around. And that's good coverage for me for like my everyday look. If I wanted something more dramatic, I would definitely add a little bit more. But for everyday look, I think that definitely accomplished what I am looking to do. And so you can see the before and the after, the before and the after when my eye is concealed and when it's not concealed. And that is exactly like how much that I needed for that one eye. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that again, and I will speed up the video so that you're not seeing the same exact technique that I just used. So that just about does it. Next, again, this is my everyday just running errands look. So I'm not using any foundation. What I'm gonna do, I'll probably use a little powder, but what I like to do, and I really like this product. This is the NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. And this gives me low to medium coverage. Again, it's the NARS Tinted Moisturizer, Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. And let's see if I can find the color. The color is Polynesia Dark 1. You see that right at the top. Polynesia Dark 1 is the color that I use, and it's the tinted moisturizer. So we're just gonna apply that by, again, I don't like to put on too much product at once because I want to look at the coverage, and if I need more, add more. If I don't need more, then I save product. So I'm just going to start with just dabs, and I'm gonna place the dabs all over my face and then start blending in. And so there's no actual science to it, guys. It's just putting that product on in the areas that I know really needs to be blended in. I put a little bit extra. All right, so now I'm gonna start blending in. And you notice I didn't put any of the tinted moisturizer around where I already did the concealer. That's just gonna blend in with where the line ended for my concealer on my upper cheekbone. So I'm just gonna use the same finger that I used before, and my middle finger and my ring finger, and I'm just gonna blend that in. That's just gonna blend in really easy, really smooth. And like I said, again, this is not for full coverage. This is just for light to medium coverage. But it's really effective for giving you a smooth, one color face. So I'm gonna spread it all over the nose, go into the forehead, make sure I get as close to the hairline as possible. And this is really, really good for the summer, guys, also because it does give you a little bit of coverage. When it's hot and sticky and really sweaty and you don't want too much makeup or product on your face, it's really, really light and blends in really good and does give you the coverage that I think you need for just running everyday errands and stuff. So that's just about blended in. I'm just gonna go over where my cheekbone is just to kind of blend it with the concealer a little bit better. I'm gonna add a little bit more to this side of my face, and you see this is why I don't put on a whole lot, because sometimes I end up with too much when I try doing it that way the first few times. And so I'm just gonna add a little bit more here so that I get the coverage that I want and it blends and is evenly distributed the rest of my face. All right, it's also really important to make sure that you put coverage on the bottom of your face onto your neck. I'm just gonna use a little bit more to do that because you don't want to look like from here up your face is one color and then from there down it's not. And that's where using the Sephora technicians at the store or Ulta to help you get a good color will help minimize that effect of brown face, black neck. All right, so that's right about where I need it. So just for the highlight and the contouring, I'm gonna use NARS. NARS has, I found, some of the best product for variations of skin colors and really dark colors like Tortuga, and they actually have a color named Trinidad. So this is NARS, and I use just the eyeshadow in a Coconut Grove. You see that's the name of the color, Coconut Grove, to give me that darker contour. And again, I'm not gonna do it really heavy because this is my everyday makeup. This is not me going out on date night or to the club with my friends. So I'm just gonna use, and what I like to do too, which is why I really like Sephora, is they give you a whole bunch of these little bristles that you can use to really scrape product. And then you can just recycle it and throw it in the trash. So what I'm gonna do, and if you can, hopefully you can see this good, is just scrape off a little bit of the product so that I'm not reaching and searching for it. So that scrapes off the product so that it allows my brush to now pick it up very easily. So what I'm gonna do now is just tap to get an extra product off. And then I'm gonna go in, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna measure by right at the tip of my eye and under my cheekbone. Sorry, and under my cheekbone, and I'm gonna go in, just right there with the brown, right where the sink in my face is. Bring it all the way back to my ear, and then down, and under my neck. And so that gives me the contour I'm looking for. And what I'm gonna do now is just flip the brush around so it's not where the product is, and just blend in. It's gonna take a lot of blending in, guys, to get that effect that you want with the contouring. And you don't want too much because again, this is daytime look. Something that's just really fast. Right, and so we'll bring it underneath. And so that works. Okay, I'll come back in and blend it a little bit more, but I'm just gonna show you again. I'm just gonna pick up the product that I scraped off with the sample brushes that I got from Sephora. And then I'm just gonna dust off extra product that I do not need because it's my daytime look. And then I'm gonna go in again, right under my eye where the sink in my face is, bring it out, and then around and underneath the net. And so I'm gonna blend that in. On the other side of the brush, I'm not putting on extra product. And that's gonna give my face a good appearance of like a really nice shape. And have no fear, guys, if you feel like you put on a little bit too much, which I kind of do on this side, you can always go in with your sponge brush and just remove some of that product. And then what you can also do is just use it to blend it in a little bit better. All right, now we're gonna highlight. And I do honestly use a lot of drugstore products for things that are not as significant as like full coverage and stuff like that. So you'll find me using a lot of Black Radiance products because I think it's really good for women of color. A lot of their lipsticks. NYX have some really good colors for lips for brown skin women also. So for my highlight, I'm gonna use my highlighting brush. So I use my highlighting brush, it's a little bent up now, but I'm gonna use my highlighting brush and I'm gonna use Revlon 10. This is Revlon 10 Peach Glow, and that's a highlight bronzer. You can use bronzer too, which works really well. And I'm just gonna open it up to give you guys a good look of the colors that's in this palette that I like, because you get a good blend. You get the brown shimmer, you get a nice gold, and you get some really nice nude colors. So what I like to do is I'll go get from everywhere. Just mix it in. Again, dust off any extra product that it might have picked up. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll it from right at the tip of where I put the darker color, if you can still see the darker color, and just roll it to the top. Roll it, move the brush. You don't wanna do too much. You just want a nice light coverage of this. And so just roll it right at the top. I'm gonna go in again for the other side. Just go in and roll it. Go back a little bit on this side. Push picked up a little bit. Alright. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to use just an extra brush that I use to make sure it's blended in a little bit. Just so I get that illusion of a sun-kissed cheek. All right, now this is my everyday look, so I'm not gonna add in eyelashes. I'm just gonna use my Maybelline Great Lash just to give me a little bit of length and color and deepness to my eyelashes. So I just pass the brush side to side like that, and then I move it upwards, and that gives me just a little bit of coverage that I need for my daytime look. And then I'm just gonna separate the lashes that have clumped up if there are any. All right, and so we have the eyelashes. And so that's it. What I'm not gonna do today is put on any stuff on my eye, because my concealer does a really good job of just blending in and using the color just to kind of even out my eye. And I don't like to wear a lot of product on my everyday, especially when it's hot. So I'm not gonna put on any eyelashes, any eyeshadow. But now we're gonna work on putting on a little bit of blush on my cheek. And when I say a little, I mean very little. So this is Black Radiance, is the color that I'm gonna use. There are very few blushes that I feel like works really well with me. This is one of the ones that I really like. And the color is Raspberry 8312. And it's the Artesian Color Baked Blush, right? And so, gonna just move it around again, shake off the extra product. And right where my highlight is, I'm gonna go a little bit over the highlight with the blush. I'm gonna put that up really lightly. And again on the other side, really lightly. And that again adds to the sun-kissed look that I'm looking for in the summertime, or just to run errands. Now we're gonna do really quickly the lips. And honestly, I don't wear a lot of lipstick. I do a lot of lip glosses, or if I do lipstick, it's gonna be nude colors. This is one of the ones that I really appreciate from NYX. And they make some really great colors, but I'm not gonna put on any color today. I do like to use a little bit of lip liner, and then some just some clear lip gloss or something. I found this lip liner. It's an auto eye and lip liner made by ROC at just a regular beauty supply store. I usually just use like a Walgreens or a CVS pencil, one and only, you can see, to do my lips. Nothing special, just a little bit of brown. This one's a little bit dark, so I'm just gonna go really lightly because I don't want to look like I colored in my lip. And then even if it goes in a little dark, I'm gonna show you guys how I just clean it up so it's not too dark, because I really just want to line my lips, especially since I'm not using any lipstick. So I'm just gonna use a little piece of toilet paper or Q-tip. You can use Q-tip. Q-tip works really well also. And I'm just gonna use this, and I'm gonna pass it over it and just wipe off any deep dark liner that is left. And that's just about all I need. And so that took off some of the color that I didn't need, and that's just about all I need. And again, I like to use really plain lip glosses during the day. I'm not a big color person. I like a lot of natural looks. And so what I'm gonna use right now, my lip is called Nivea Lip Butter, and it's called Smooth Kiss. And it's just, as you can see, white inside. I'm just gonna use a little bit of that on my lip, just to give me a little gloss and shine, and so that my lip is not looking really dry. Let's smooth that over, cover this up. And I got this you can get this at CVS, Walgreens, any one of those chain drugstores. And so that is it. This is my everyday running errands, hot summer day, don't want too much heavy makeup on look. I hope you guys enjoyed, and come back soon. Take care.